Boom, boom it. This camera,
Yeah.
but it's not light.
Doesn't matter. They got these two lights here.
Okay.
We are live. Ready?
Good.
Yeah. The mic is on.
Mic is on.
Mic is on.
Hello, everybody.
Put your mic this way.
Let me put my mic this way. Okay, hold on. Does it fit that way?
Yep.
All righty. Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
This is Andre.
And this is is going on. It's Wednesday. It's a hot one today. We've been busy. It's been a productive week, but let's get right into it. Just want to talk about some quick stories and some quick comments to make for this week. Going back to our first live that we had with Roe versus Wade, I found a controversial article that was in the opposite effect of Roe versus Wade, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. So, a mom was arrested for a 12-year-old daughter that gave birth to a 24-year-old man. So, we go back to, was the 12-year-old allowed to have an abortion? Was the mom aware of the relationship? And according to the article, she was. So, according to the mom, she allowed the relationship with the 24-year-old man, and she was able to give birth. The 24-year-old man came to the hospital claiming that he's the father, and then charges came magically, and the mom was arrested. So, is that what's going on now? That if you're a young child, right, they can't get an abortion in the state that they're in. So now, if the mother obviously is taking, responsibility for you, why was the mother arrested?
Because she's a legal guardian.
Right. So this is the thing that gets me a little confused. So we don't want to promote abortion, obviously, right? Because the 12-year-old was able to give birth. But now the mom was arrested because she was well aware of the relationship that she had with the 24-year-old. Because she was the legal guardian.
Mm-hmm.
So you can still be the legal guardian, but you can't give permission for the 12-year-old to get an abortion. So if she would have let her have the abortion, would the mom still gotten arrested?
I think so.
Where can you win? I'm trying to figure out.
Listen.
Where do you win?
When I was 17, I took my mom's car without a license, right? Joyride with my boy. We got pulled over. Then we got arrested. Went to the precinct. Since I didn't have a license, my mom got a ticket for it, and it went on her driver's license, on her record until I was able to get my
become of age.
Until once I got my learner's permit, then they transferred it to my record.
Okay, so but that's my question. So if the mother is going to get arrested for the daughter to allow the birth to continue, why wouldn't the same mom be arrested by taking her to a clinic where it's illegal to have the abortion? That's where I'm at. This is this is where the conflicting question comes into play. But let alone just having that happen, I'm not happy about either situation because the mom was well aware of the relationship. So another story in the news I saw, the Will Smith apology video. So I don't know if you had to take a look at that. And I know in the recent weekend, there was a Kevin Hart and Chris Rock had a comedy show. So apparently, Kevin Hart a real life goat and named it Will Smith. So Dave Chappelle was also a special guest that appeared. But what did you think about the apology? What did you think about it?
I think it was a little bit too late.
Too little, too late.
Mm-hmm.
Why wasn't that issued or released the day after or the night after?
Well, I guess he had to soak in it first. I guess
he had to soak.
And then one of the questions was, how come he didn't apologize when he got while he got his award? How come he didn't apologize
during his speech, right?
Make an apology at his acceptance speech?
Right. I don't know. Again, what he mentioned was he's like, oh, that he was in the moment and this thing happened, but I'm like, yeah, I understand that you're in the moment, but this just happened like 30 minutes before, an hour before prior. What happens is he made a point of it that memory or that award was tainted by his behavior. But I thought it was all BS, to be real honest. I think he's just trying to cover skin, but
it's all a PR thing right now.
It's a PR thing. But my thing is that this happened in early February, and we're already in August. It's almost the end of the year. So,
but it wasn't like it was live. This was pre-recorded. Because you could see it was edited.
Right.
So,
okay. Well, he ain't going live like we are going live right now because this is new to us and this is what it is. This is crazy. I thought it was just too little, too late. Too little, too late.
Yep.
Jumping right into the main topic for today, our discussion discussion points. We're talking about park controversies. Now, in recent news, there has been a lot of videos that have been popping up. I don't know if you want to pop up that other video that's there.
Which one?
Which is the one that we saw. It was the 9-second video. With this one. This was one of them.
All right. Let's see.
Share that one.
That was just awesome. You gotta get in line, Lauren. Lauren, walk back to the back of the line. Come on, the line over or no?
We don't really have a line. We're just walking around.
Oh, cool.
All right, I'm gonna
Go to the back.
Okay, so let's just take a step back. So the question is, are parents overreacting?
Here you go. This is the one.
This is the other one. Yeah, that's the other one. The Rosita scandal.
It's sad. It's truly sad.
Okay, so the question. Okay, so
Messed up.
Okay, so here's the question now. Originally, the story broke out in, I think, about a week ago, and the Sesame Place in Philadelphia is a theme park that's based on like the children's program Sesame Place and Sesame Street and everything like that. So what happens is there has been a huge controversy of them accusing them of racism, basically what is being demonstrated in these two videos. But what happens is you have all these characters that are there. Now, quick side note, when I used to dance, I used to be in those big costumes.
The parades?
No, not in the costume.
You the
I was the mascot. So yeah. I would have a hat, the big old headdress. It's heavy in those things and it's hot in there. And I really can't hear people. I really can't see people. So I understand like that happening. But it's like, you know, if you're like 5'4" and they're little and you don't see them, you might just like pass by them.
Right.
Like it's a possibility. Like I'm not saying that the videos is showing something else, but I'm saying that it is a huge possibility that's that can happen. But it just seems like it was done purposefully and it was done with intent. If that's what I'm trying to understand. You're saying it's messed up, but I want to know, like, break down the video. Why do you say it's messed up though?
Because he or she is high-fiving other people. And then when he gets to these little colored girls, he just said no. He's like, and he just walks away. It's obvious. It's really obvious. It's blatantly obvious.
Okay, so I'll ask you the question. If you saw that happen, which has happened to us on occasion, it's happened to us, where it's like we're getting ready to go to a line and it's like, oh, line is closed, try
But this wasn't a line. This is blatantly
out in the parade.
Out in the public, out in the parade. The mascot's high-fiving other kids.
Well, I didn't see a kid there. I saw an adult.
But it was waving.
I saw an adult. It doesn't matter if it was an adult or a child. He or she, the character.
I understand the adult. I'm not high-fiving an adult. And you see that he high-fived, he went like this to the adult. And then when he saw the kid.
high-fived her anyway. The clip of whoever the person was in a purple shirt or whatever they came to. Yeah. It looked like an adult. But besides the point. As a parent, what would be your initial reaction to that?
I'll be upset and I'll go to the manager.
You would?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I'll be like, this is not the type of place I would thought it would be. You guys talking about equality and this and this.
Really?
I would be upset. You wouldn't be upset.
No. What I'm saying is your initial reaction is I'm gonna go talk to a manager. Like you're trying to Karen things up. Like I don't understand. Like by you speaking to a manager, how is that going to rectify the situation? How is that going to rectify it? That's my question.
I'll speak to manager and then be like, you know what? I'm talking to corporate. I'm going to send a letter about the situation above you. That's it.
Okay.
That's what we got. That's what,
Okay. Will you feel better once that's been accomplished?
Oh, yeah.
How? How would you feel? How would you feel better?
Because I got it off my chest, and then now that it's a public thing, like this takes it a step further, because now this individual who the family, they went ahead and put it on social media.
Right.
So now, like, everyone's tagging it, everyone's seeing it,
and now
Sesame Places and other people are coming forward
with other examples,
with other videos of this racism, of this.
So apparently, there's a family in Baltimore, Maryland, that have filed a $25 million federal civil court. I mean, what's $25 million for wrongful suit because of maybe mistaken identity? I don't know if it's not mistaken identity, but it's just like, do you think? The question is, do you think that the parents are overreacting, or do you really think that this is a serious issue?
It's a serious issue.
And you're saying that it's a serious. Why? Why is this serious?
Because we live in a society where it should be diverse, where a lot of these companies preach equality.
Mm-hmm. Out of all places, we're talking about Sesame Street.
And Sesame Street is a big company that is supposed to promote diverse.
Huge company.
You always had the Spanish person in the show. You had the black person, the white person.
But that's
you always had the representation.
Representation, exactly.
And
so apparently the case was filed, and Sesame Place or Sesame Street Place is associated with SeaWorld. So SeaWorld has gotten flack before for other things, with mistreatment of the animals, of the whales and the seals and things like that. So SeaWorld is at it again, is getting flack again for this case that's now literally blown up in such a short amount of time. The question is, I feel like this has always been happening. Why is it so important right now? Like, why is this such a big thing now? It's because it's on record. It is out there. Is that the difference? Because before, there's probably been cases or many examples that this has happened before, but nobody's ever said anything about it? Or is it because social media has just gone rampant and a lot of misinformation can be happening as well? Because that's what I don't want. I don't want where there's misinformation, or misinterpreting a video. What if the person in the suit, again, honestly didn't see them? I'm just saying, but you're saying it's obvious.
It's obvious.
You're saying it's obvious, and I'm saying, and I'm not defending the person either. I'm just saying, what if they didn't see them? That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? They look down.
I'm just saying.
She's literally, the character literally saying no to the kids.
Right. But if there wasn't a video and you had to listen to a story about it, who would you believe? Like, let's say there was no video evidence of it. Would you have believed if somebody would have told you that? You would have been like, no, they probably didn't see you. Right? If there wasn't a video about it.
Yeah, but it's other families are coming forward. So it's just not this one incident.
It's not a story when other people can corroborate it.
Yep.
That's what it is. That's the difference with this story, that other people are corroborating with it, and they are saying, "Oh, that happened to me too. That happened to me too." And that's a whole nother thing with the Me Too movement. But like, other people have come up and they come forward because this has happened to me as well. So that's what's the difference between this. So the original 9-second video was posted on social media, and there was other follow-up videos with that, showing all the different employees that are in costumes ignoring children purposefully, because it's with intent. If you're going on a line and you see everybody and then you waving no and this, it's just like, now you're doing it on purpose.
Right.
Like, there's no way you can escape that. There's no way you can save that. So the allegations of just racial discrimination have generated this firestorm of people, and all the parents are getting riled up. So us as parents, if we're paying all this money because prices have gone up, in addition to parking and the ticket pricing and gas, just to even get to these places, and then now you're going to build up my frustration on top of that, we end up not winning. Do we end up winning or no? No. So then what is the next step now? You said that you want to go speak to management, right? So now You have now the parents are out there that are calling for a boycott of the park. Now, do you think that that's, feasible, doable, warranted at this point? Like boycotting? Because now there's a request for the Black Caucus and NAACP. They're getting involved now too. And they're meeting with the executives of SeaWorld right now as we speak. Like,
it's about to go down.
It's about to go down. So with these repercussions, if the one family from Maryland has filed suit for $25 million, just imagine the slew of people that are gonna come with the same videos and showing, the allegations or however the case may be with these videotapes. Not videotapes. I'm not talking about video. Then they can come and they say, hey, listen, that happened to me too. I'm gonna file a suit. They're gonna go bankrupt. Straight up bankrupt. Just because now, how do you screen the employees? Now, let me tell you something.
You really can't.
No. Here's what I will say. It is the same thing when it comes to like carnivals and stuff like that. You have these really young kids, 15, 16, 17, that just got their papers, that might not know how to act, that they don't know how to work and things like that. So maybe that's a possibility with these are the people that are coming in doing these characters or whatever. Do you think it's a 40-year-old underneath Rosita?
We don't know.
We don't know that. But
18-year-old, 19-year-old.
What I'm saying is, screening. Are they screening these employees? That's the question. So if
how can you screen somebody?
That's what I'm asking.
Well, you're gonna give them a questionnaire about, are you racist questionnaire?
They do it for the jury because they want to see if you are.
They don't ask you about racism.
What are you talking about?
They ask you about are you prejudiced to the case, and not about.
Prejudice can be more than one thing. It can. Are you
prejudiced? I hate everybody.
Are you prejudiced against women? Are you prejudiced against men? Are you prejudiced against whatever? How can you screen people? Be like, oh, is this person a racist? No. Was it like a mistake that the employee has made? I don't know. That's the thing. But now there's video evidence. It's out there. It's for the world to see. And now these cases are flooding in. I don't know what's gonna happen now with SeaWorld. To be quite honest. Oh, are you taking the screenshot? There we go. So, following up with the theme park controversies is the one in Rapunzel. What's going on with Rapunzel now? Like what? Oh man, here's again. I don't even know how to defend these people.
That was just awful. You gotta get in line, Lauren.
This is what's sad. Like she has to get in
Lauren,
line.
walk back to the back of the line.
And then she said there is no line.
Come on, the line over or no?
Oh, we don't really have one. We're just walking around.
Oh, cool.
All right, I'm gonna
Go to the back.
Take a picture with her.
There y'all go.
Wait, what about us? What? Rapunzel!
She walked off when she saw y'all, just like the Elmo.
Just like the Elmo.
Wow.
Excuse me, ma'am. You waved at everybody except for them. Ain't this what the Sesame? Excuse me, sir, that's walking with the princess. She waved at everybody except for them. Oh, this like Elmo, yeah. Y'all see this?
But why she stopped for her? Why is she interacting with her?
Yeah, the Elmo walked past all the black kids.
Wow.
So I don't know. I want to see the rest of the video.
That was
Because it looked like she just say, "Oh hi," talk to the kids, but we don't know what happened after.
Lauren.
No, she didn't.
Lauren, walk back to the back of the line.
Trotted away. Like that horse that they have in Rapunzel, that white horse just trotted away.
Oh, cool.
She trotted away.
So yeah,
Okay.
This is
Okay, here's my beef with that. Here we go. I've done it many times on many occasions when I'll go to Disney. And I'll go see who have we seen that we'll see passing by, like Buddy, not Buzz Lightyear, Woody. Me personally, I've never had a bad interaction in Disney. Like every time I've seen the characters will wave and move forward. Like, oh, whatever.
Okay.
So we haven't had
no, we haven't had any.
No, so I can't speak from experience, but from looking at that video, I would have been mad.
Exactly, you'd be mad too.
I would have been mad. But
this is just like Elmo. This is just like Elmo.
But see, that's the thing.
Now everyone associates it to Elmo. Now they're gonna be like, but it wasn't Elmo. It was some
Rosita.
other or something.
Oh, Rosita.
Whatever her name
was.
is.
Rosita. No, but my thing is that why is it that the parent has to bring that up? Shouldn't they be on their P's and Q's with everything that's going on? Let me make sure I say hi to everybody. Stand. I don't understand. What are we supposed to do? Got me all tongue tied because I'm all. I don't even know what to say about it.
Yeah, this is kind of messed up.
But at this point, Disney doesn't have. I mean, they didn't issue any statement or anything at this point. So if Disney's not talking about it, then they're not really thinking about it as a big issue. Seriously, they haven't issued anything yet. So, come on, Disney, you gotta do better. SeaWorld, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. But I want to take it to where we're talking about story time. Would you like to start?
It's about Sesame Place.
Yeah, it's about Yeah.
One thing. Well, we experienced at Sesame Place, but first things first. If you're gonna go to Sesame Place, living in New York, you better go during the week.
Yes. Facts.
If you're going to go on a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's one of the most hoodest places there is.
No disrespect.
No disrespect.
But there was mothers with their asses hanging out in two-piece bikinis. It was just if my whole thing is that it's supposed to be family appropriate, whatever. If you were in Miami and you in Cancun,
yeah, these girls are dressing like they were
dressing like they were going to South Beach.
Yeah,
like I didn't understand that. Listen, I ain't mad at your body, but my thing is, like I have my 2-year-old and with your ass hanging out in your gold bikini. Like it was just like I cannot believe what I'm looking at right now. It was just like I don't know.
And then every entertainment thing we went to, or every ride we went to, oh, your son hit my kid. Watch what your son is doing. It's always like, I'm like, there's no need for that. I didn't come here to get into altercation, but we almost did get into an altercation at the parade.
Yes, we did.
And we were in a big group, and the lady, she had her son or daughter.
All right, so I'll tell you. Okay. So at this point, I'm about 7 months pregnant. So my stomach I'm out there with Stefan. Adrian's about he's almost 2, getting ready to turn 2. So we go with our family and we're waiting to see the parade. Hot day. I mean, the weather wasn't great anyway. So we're standing in the parade and it's crowded. This is pre-COVID. We're talking about 11 years ago. Times are different, right? Mm-hmm. We're waiting for the parade. Obviously not, but obviously good point. So we're waiting in the group, just like everybody else. And behind me, there's a gentleman and a little kid on his shoulders. Well, because
it was a lady.
Oh, was it? No.
It was a gentleman.
It was a gentleman, right? So the gentleman had the kid on his shoulders.
And you were standing in front of them.
And I was literally standing in front of them.
We're all watching the parade.
All of a sudden, the kid kicks me in the back of the head. Now, he kicked me not on once, not twice, not 3, he kicked me 5 times. On the 5th time, I turned around. I wasn't so nice. And I will admit that. I turned around. I was like, hey, can you control your kid's feet? You keep kicking me in the back of my head. Now, he has a pair of Nikes on. They're not slippers. Like if it was a slipper or whatever, he has sneakers on. So he kept on hitting me in the back of my left, like right here, boom, boom. And I remember it because he kept kicking me. Like when you're swinging your feet?
Yeah.
he kicked me 5 times in the back of the head. And I told him, like, hey, can you please stop having your kid kicking me in the back of the head? That was it. It was like I said something that ended the face of the earth. Like
She got triggered.
I got triggered at that point. So now, just as we have a group, they have a group. All of a sudden, it starts where everybody's now circling around us, right? Because now the parade is finishing. Now everybody starts to spread out. Then all of a sudden, I'm in a screaming shout. I'm in a screaming match with.
Well, she's screaming, not you. You're like in shock. Like,
I'm in shock.
Like, lady, your son kicked me. Like, I just told you to stop kicking me. So and then the whole time,
she was saying that, oh, you speaking in Spanish or?
Yeah, she's like, I don't speak that Spanish, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
I'm talking to you in English.
You're like, lady, I'm speaking to you in English. I'm not speaking to you in Spanish.
I could talk to you in Spanish if you like.
And then she's calling her friend, yo, she over here telling me stuff in Spanish. I don't know what she mean. And you're like, lady, I'm speaking to you in English. Don't you freaking understand?
I was like, oh.
So now we see like the other girls circling, and then all the girls on our side are circling, and I was like, oh boy, we're about to get to a fight.
Yeah. With my stomach. And I'm like,
listen, if you guys gonna fight, then me and Rolando and whoever was with us, we about to go beat the men. Go beat up the men.
But that was the thing. Like, I didn't want to put myself in a position when I'm fighting 7 months pregnant with my stomach out. I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to put myself in danger and put myself, in that predicament. So it's just like, what do you do about that? So now the whole time, now we have to look behind our backs the whole entire time we're at the park.
Yeah, and it's funny because
they kept following us, and they kept.
Everywhere we went, because it's not a big park, so
it is not a big park.
And everywhere we went, we just kept seeing we kept like bumping into each other. And we were like, bitch, and she would give us the finger, we give her the finger right back, but nothing ever happened. But that was like our experience with Sesame Place,
and we never went.
Never went back.
We're talking about 11 years ago. We never gone back. And I know other people have told me, oh, it's a great place.
Monday through Thursday is a great place. Friday through Saturday,
no.
Sunday, I don't think so.
No. I don't think any park is great during the weekends because that's everybody's working and that's the time that it's packed or whatever the case would be. I don't care. It could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you're coming to the park ready to throw down and ready to rumble, you're not in the right place. Straight facts. And I really, I had to really put myself in a position where I was not going to fall into that trap or be a statistic fighting, because I think this is really before Instagram, because they wouldn't have if this would have happened now, they would have recorded us fighting. They would have had the same type of, video footage of this like that, us in a brawl. I'm not like that. Titi Jen came in. She came in defending me. She was like, I don't understand what you're talking about.
Her sister, Stephanie.
My Crystal came in.
Your sister.
It was just
Jen's sister.
Jen's sister.
So we got to. We about to go down.
They were ready to throw hands. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I felt not only disrespected, but I felt like the crowd, the people that are there, should not be there for that purpose. We're there to have a good time. But the thing is now, I think with everything with the pandemic now, is everybody is on edge. People are getting frustrated quicker. There's all these things that are happening that it's so preventable. It's really preventable. There was no reason for your kid to be kicking me in the back of my head 5 times. There was no reason for it. What you would have done as a parent, say, hey, papi, leave your feet still. Don't kick the lady, okay? And that would have been the end of it. That's it. I would have been like, no, hey, sorry, lady. I didn't mean for him to kick you. And you move forward. No. He want to just start a brawl because I told you to stop telling your kid to kick me in the back of the head. What if it was my kid kicking you in the back of the head? You would have been yipping and yapping. But the point is that the way that people are reacting, it was totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. Theme parks cost way too money.
Way too much money. Yep.
Way too much money.
Especially Disney. Disney's like almost like $160 a ticket per park. I ain't fighting nobody for $167.
I'm not fighting nobody. And I'm not talking to management. And let me tell you, and I hope you're hearing me Sesame Place, Sesame Street, whatever you are. I sent an email to management. I did the proper channels. I did not get not one response. I didn't get not free tickets. I didn't get not any response from any. This is 11 years ago.
Listen, that's part of the Sesame Street experience at Philly.
That's what it is.
In Philly.
Apparently, you have to have a file. You have to file a lawsuit for you to get any results. So me personally, I don't like Sesame Place. I never been there. Have no plans ever going there. So however this is going down, it happened and it was supposed to happen the way it was supposed to go down. That's where I'm at. So boo-hoo to them because I just, no, I don't feel bad. I don't.
Me neither.
I don't. Because there are so many ways that a situation
you get what you pay for too, you know.
You get what you pay for too.
Like us, you know, like we don't go to Dorney Park. Once in a while we do, but we do like Hershey Park. Hershey Park we feel like is more family friendly.
I don't even think it's about you get what you pay for. What I'm saying is like we've been to Dorney Park, we've had an amazing time. We've been to Hershey Park, we've had an amazing time. We've gone to Disney, we've had an amazing time. You know, we've been to places in Virginia where they've had water parks. We've been to Splish Splash. We've done, you know,
King's Dominion.
Like, it's not like we haven't gone to places with our kids.
Universal, we've been to Florida, yeah. Disney.
You know, it's not like we haven't been to we've been to places. And we've always taken our kids. Everywhere we travel, whatever the case may be. I've never had a bad experience as I did in Sesame Street. Never. And we've never went back. And we're talking about it is 11 years later.
The Molinas are true to their word.
Never went back. Never went back. And I have no intentions, no plans of ever going back. And if your parents out there, and if you have intentions of going, think about that twice because, and again, don't let me hinder your memories because if you've probably had wonderful memories in Sesame Place, congratulations to you. But me personally, no, not a fan. All right, guys. This is Stephanie.
This is Andre.
This is Table for Four, a family conversation podcast.
Live stream sessions. Every Wednesday.
So I don't know what we want to talk about next week. What would you like to talk about next week?
I don't know. But you want to talk about the whole transgender thing?
I know. We wanted to talk about the transgender.
It's a touchy subject.
It is touchy.
I really don't like talking about it, but we're going to have to.
No, we could.
But I don't have a problem with it. Mm-hmm. It's just the whole athletic thing about it. I have a problem with. Well, I don't care what you do with your life, but
I think that's
we'll talk about it next week.
We'll probably talk about that next week. If anything else comes up and we see anything else in the highlights, definitely we'll go talk about that. This is Stephanie.
This is Andre.
Welcome to our live sessions where we talk about different stories, different topics and headlines for the week and everything else in between.
This is on top of our regular podcast stuff. So go like and share. Go listen to our past episodes on all social media platforms, on all podcast platforms. So we're on like 14 different platforms right now.
Yep. And we just released a new episode this morning with Gabrielle Critchlow, who is from the Hot Topics podcast. So we had an amazing time with her, and don't forget to follow her as well. Well,
she interviewed you.
She interviewed me, and then I interviewed her. This is what we call the cross podcasting.
Cross promoting.
So we both had an amazing time. Go and check her out. She's on a Steps Ahead tutoring services. So you can find her on social media. You can find her on my page, and definitely listen and follow. You guys have an amazing night, and we will see you on the next live sessions. Live sessions. All
right, folks. Have a good night.
Have a good night.